Hi, this time I started to work on an Omron PLC with ignition, but since I don't have a Omron HMI, um, I decided to make one virtual on the laptop. So the system I have now can be described better in this way. So I have the Omron PLC right here, and the Omron PLC talks through Ethernet IP to Kepware using OPC DA, and then Kepware talks through a OPC automation DLL library to Visual C Sharp. I have a runtime that mimics an HMI, and of course this is connected to this RFID tag reader, and I have all this tags that I have already logged into my SQL table. So these are the users. Each of these tags, like each tag has a unique number. This is number 2236492. This corresponds to this one here, to Vladimir Kemerov. Right there. And above it, you can see the user log table. So if I were to just refresh the user log, these are all the users that I have logged. So each user, when it batches in, if it's authorized, if it's among the registered users, the ignition project here will run the store procedure that I'm showing in the past that will take these, and if the user's throw bid turns on, then it will execute the stored procedure called search user, which searches for a user, and if the user is found, it returns its access level, and if it's not, then it will reply with 99, and that's a unauthorized user or a not registered user. And of course, all this, it's inside the Windows laptop. This is only the only external element, and this, of course. But say this is the HMI using Kepware and Visual C Sharp. So I'm gonna show you the C Sharp project I have here. So this is the library I'm using, OPC automation, that I downloaded, and I've added as a service. So this is a register service that's running in this OPC automation. It allows you to connect to OPC DA tag providers. So I have to create a connection to Kepware, and Kepware is right here. I have a connection to Kepware, and Kepware has a channel called Omron, and among that channel, a device called NX1P2, which is this PLC with that IP address, right? So I have these three tags, a boolean, a string, which is the access number, which has 12 characters, and the level, which is a integer. And so Kepware's just doing the interfacing between Omron and Visual C Sharp. And I have a little simple program running in the Omron PLC, which for all purposes will be like user access to clear alarms or to change recipes or whatever in a real life scenario. So like I said, I have a very simple Visual C Sharp Windows form here. This is the layout this is where you enter your asset, the user batch. Click that, and if user is found, you get its user access level. So let's run it. I'm gonna minimize Visual C#, and I'm gonna run it here. I'm gonna put my SQL client here. I'm just gonna shrink it a little bit, and this too as well. Very not trying to lay out my windows here. So there's my SQL. I have my HMI, if you will, here. So I'm gonna batch with. Let's start batching with these here. So first thing is you need to put your cursor in that and then batch in. And of course, the batch is hidden with asterisk. That's a feature in C#. Then you start to use, and you shall see the stored procedure execute here. So I were to expand Omron here and do the batch access. You'll see that this is the current value. So let's search for the user. You can see that it's now 8 and access level is 8. You can see it here. Access level is 8. And if I were to search for the user log, you can see that Anatoly Soloviev was the last one added, and now I have Vladimir Komarov as the last user entered. This is 24 and this is 25 just now. So this time I have a fairly complicated system just because I don't have an HMI. Like I said, I have this route of information for the batch, and then this other route of information for the ignition user. So I could have done everything with C#, and actually I've done it on another system I have, which is also C# that connects directly to MySQL without any stored procedure. It just does it. Directly talks to the tables and does selects and inserts into tables. Also in C#, and then on the video in my channel, but this is just to explore the functions you can do with C#, Kepware, and open source libraries. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching.